It's the most wonderful time of the year. If New Japan Pro Wrestling is your favorite promotion, like it is mine, of course, we're fans of all sorts of pro wrestling here on the channel, as I'm sure you guys are as well. But Wrestle Kingdom holds a special place in my heart. Jeez, I swear I can talk, and I'm so excited. Thursday, January 4th, 2024, Wrestle Kingdom 18, of course, in the Tokyo Dome. You know what matches we got. If you don't know, I'm about to talk about them, I'm about to break them down, give my predictions pretty much. So we're Almighty SOS Wrestle Talk. Be sure you like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Tell a friend to tell a friend. The price of subscription is $3.99. We had a lot of roads to get here to Wrestle Kingdom 18. A lot of tournaments took place. A lot of people won titles. A lot of people lost titles. So we're here. Like I said, a lot of people won tournaments that maybe a lot of people didn't expect them to win. So without any further ado, let's talk about the first match we have on this card. We have the New Japan Rambo. This is going to determine who will challenge for the provisional KOPW title at New Year's Dash, what will be the following day, taking place on that Friday. The participants have yet to be determined, so it's going to be a surprise for everybody seeing who's in there. Winner, it's kind of hard to describe because we don't know who's in that tournament, so we know Taichi's the KOPW current champion. I'm assuming since it's provisional, he might be in that tournament since they kind of start over at the beginning of the new year as far as that title goes. So Taichi's a guy I'm expecting to be in it. So moving on, match number 2, we have for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team titles. Every match here is a match that can main event literally any show, going like a Road 2 show or a Cork and Hall show coming up, like going up to a big show. These are all important matches, and I'm glad we're starting off with a title match right here. We have the Bullet Club War Dogs, Clark Connors, Joel Maloney, champions right here, defending their belts against the guys who won the Super Junior Tag League, that being Catch 2-2, TJP, and Francisco Akira. If you're not familiar, Joel Maloney actually turned on the United Empire, linking up with Bullet Club War Dogs, and then joining with Clark Connors, capturing those Junior Tag Team straps from Catch 2-2. So there's a little history right here. You got a traitor, as maybe the United Empire views him as Maloney. So we have a little background, little backstory here. Who do I think wins this match? I'm cool with any team. I like the heat that the War Dogs are getting, so I would be fine if they won. But I think Catch 2-2 is retaining here. I think they've had too much stuff happen within the year to not take the belts off of the Bullet Club War Dogs right here. So I'm going to go with the Catch 2-2 representing the United Empire to get the victory, getting those belts back for themselves. Match number 2. For the New Japan Pro Wrestling World, NJPW World, for lack of a better term, Television Championship, we have the current champion, record-breaking champion, the first champion actually, Zack Sabre Jr., taking on the current, not only ace of New Japan Pro Wrestling, but damn it, this guy's the president now. Not only is he a client, he's the player president. I'm talking about Hiroshi Tanahashi here for the Television Championship. And I don't know, I think Zack Sabre Jr. retaining would just be kind of, you think you will pencil it in as it automatically just happening. But for some reason, I just feel kind of weird. I think Tanahashi's going to win this match. I just got that weird feeling. These guys have tons of history with each other in multiple title matches, G1 Climax, New Japan Cup, all that stuff. These guys are very familiar with each other. So I expect nothing less than a really good match right here. But I think Tanahashi's winning it. I don't know. Is there something that's sticking out right here? That's got Tanahashi winning the New Japan World Television title, Zack Sabre Jr. making the belt great and going on to bigger and better things here in 2024, being the front man of TMDK. So, match number 4, we have a special singles match on the docket. We have Yota Tsuji taking on Yura Yamura. Yura Yamura is actually a member of Just Five Guys, if you're not familiar, once he came back off of Excursion. Once Yoshinobu Kanemaru defected from the stable, joining the House of Torture. And Yota Tsuji, the Gene Blast, coming back off his excursion, linking up with LIJ, becoming maybe their future figurehead. We'll see in the future. I said future twice right there. Maybe becoming their new leader, new figurehead here in a little bit of time, but not right now. So in this special singles match, I'm going with Yota Tsuji, man. I think it's kind of hard because I feel Yua Yamura he did actually just return to New Japan Pro Wrestling, but I feel it's almost akin to Yota Tsuji needs to show what he has and needs to show what he's got, and I think that's what he's going to do. He's actually taken a pinfall already to Yuya Yamura in a multi-man match, I believe, at the Road to Tokyo Dome show. This is his chance to get a little comeuppance right here. So let's go. I'm with that. So moving on. Up the card, we have Shota Umino and Kaito Kiyomiya taking on a House of Tortures Evil and Ren Narita. Of course, Ren Narita turning on Shota Umino in the World Tag League, linking up with the House of Torture, making Shota Umino put out that crying picture, which is almost meme-worthy at this point. So, yeah, there's going to be a little history right here. I'm almost surprised they didn't go special singles match. Maybe they saved that for the New Beginning tour. I actually would like that. I think we're getting a team of Shota Umino and Kaito Kiyomiya getting a victory. And there's a little stuff between Kaito Kiyomiya and Evil right now. Maybe Evil is like a stepping stone. Not really a stepping stone, but probably a block as far as Kaito Kiyomiya before he can get to Okada. Because he wants to eventually get to Okada again. But he's got this little bully in his way named Evil. So I think he's going to get the victory in this tag team match right here. Like I said, Shota Umino, Kaito Kiyomiya getting the victory. Moving on. Up the card, match number 6 right here. We have Shingo Takagi defending his never openweight championship against a man he's had many wars with this year. Over the same belt, we have Tama Tonga representing the Gorillas of Destiny right here. No doubt, I think this match is going to be a banger. I think this match is going to deliver, and I'm going to be very thrilled with this match, watching these guys trade hard blows, pause, throughout the course of this contest. It's a hard one to pick. I think Tama Tonga's winning. I know Shingo just recently picked it up. I want to say, was it October? It was either October or November he picked his belt back up. And you want to say maybe he wouldn't have a short reign, but I think Shingo's got some other stuff in store, maybe here in 2024, not to be a rhyme smith or a rhyme sayer, but I can sometimes. So I'm going to go with Tama Tonga here, retaining the belt, or regaining the belt, bringing the belt back to the Gorillas of Destiny, and I believe being a 3-time champion, if I'm not mistaken. So putting it down in the comment section below if Tom was actually a 3-time champion or not, because I believe he is. So, moving on, up the card. For the IWGP winner-take-all IWGP World Tag or Heavyweight Tag Team title, New Japan Strong Tag Team titles, we have Bishamon taking on the Gorillas of Destiny, that being Hikuleo and El Phantasmo, who are the New Japan Strong Tag Team Champions. Bishamon being the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, who won World Tag League against this team and actually was like, okay, we need to have a unification for these titles. We pick you, and this is what we got here at Wrestle Kingdom. It's kind of hard when you run a match back like that when it was so soon. With that being said, because I think Bishamon's done tremendous things for this tag team division, I didn't expect him to win World Tag League. I'd rather than maybe another team would have won. But I think they're probably going to retain here. I really do. I could see them retaining, and maybe a team like TMDK coming out and challenging them after, or maybe challenging them at the New Year's Dash. So, I wouldn't be surprised if Hikuleo or ELP won. If the Gorillas of Destiny side won, that wouldn't surprise me either. But I'm just going to stick with the IWGP champions right here. Combining those belts, not combining them, but being, holding 2 tag team titles. So that's my prediction right there. Bishamon walking out with all the gold. So, for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship, we have a rivalry we know the backstory. If you know between Hiromu Takahashi and El Desperado, we know the history between these guys. El Desperado has wanted to have this match at Wrestle Kingdom against Hiromu Takahashi with this belt on the line in this exact very moment, and he's getting his wish. And with Hiromu having such a long reign that he's had, so let me actually think about this right here. As a present day, I believe Hiromu Takahashi is he's held the title since 600, what was it, 600 days right now? I think he's at a 600-day title reign. I'm looking up the number, so just bear with me because I want to speak accurately. Hiromu Takahashi, 360-day reign. So he hasn't had the belt for that much. He's had it for almost a year, so by Wrestle Kingdom time, he'll have had it for a year. Seems like he's had it longer than that. I don't know why. But my pick is El Desperado finally getting a victory over Hiromu Takahashi in this setting for this title in this building. Not ending his story, ending the story before Cody. That's kind of funny, but kind of ending his story in a way. So I have El Desperado getting the victory, pinning his longtime rival for this championship belt. And they're going to fight more. This isn't the end. They're going to fight more after this. But for this night, El Desperado's got the W. Moving on up the card. I believe this is not our penultimate match, but this is a 3-way match for the newly inaugural IWGP Global Heavyweight Championship. I hope they have that belt at least looking like the Intercontinental title. I would love it. That would be kind of dope. So we have Will Ospreay, the former U.S. champion, now, because that belt's not around. Former U.S. champion Jon Moxley, former never openweight champion. David Finlay representing Bullet Club as well. This match is really a toss-up because you have Will Ospreay, with that New Japan / AEW contract, he can still make appearances over in New Japan. You have Jon Moxley as well being able to make appearances with this AEW contract in New Japan, essentially, not initially, but, simultaneously. So it's just kind of like, wow, this match can really go anywhere, bro. This could go in. And of course, you got David Finlay, the New Japan, home guy, and you could definitely see him winning. If I had to pick somebody right now, something is telling me Ospreay's winning this match. He has a match coming up potentially with Okada, and I could see him having that match with the IWGP Global Heavyweight title on the line. So even though I think I'm kind of leaning towards David Finlay. It's between Finlay and Ospreay. I could see Mox winning this match as well, but it's between those two guys. If I had got to give the edge, man, I think it's going to be Will Ospreay. I kind of want to give it to David Finlay, though. Fuck it, I'm saying David Finlay. I'm saying David Finlay wins this for Bullet Club. He needs something to reestablish him. And it makes him look like not a lesser guy in people's eyes, even though people are always crapping on him. I don't understand the hate he gets. He's supposed to be a heel, but I digress. So, moving on to the penultimate match of the show. Finally, we are at the last two matches. This is a return match from earlier in 2023, actually at the Forbidden Door show. We had Bryan Danielson taking on Kazuchika Okada. Bryan Danielson actually got the victory with a broken arm when he submitted Okada the first time, I think, since 2015? I think 2015, 2016. It was been a long damn time. So since he submitted. So he got the submission victory. Him and Okada have been needling each other for the last few months, and finally we get this rematch here in the Tokyo Dome, a stage that Bryan Danielson has wanted to be as far as this in this setting for a long, long time. With that being said, I got Kazuchika Okada getting the victory over Bryan. I did it again, Bryan Danielson. And yeah, I just think he's going to get the victory. I think this is going to be a hell of a match. I think these guys are going to hit hard. They're going to hit each other hard. They're going to hit each other fast. But I think Okada's going to be the one when the dust clears, when the dust settles and the smoke clears. He's going to be the one with his hand held high in victory, and maybe potentially challenging Will Ospreay for that global heavyweight title here coming up in a couple months. So I got Kazuchika Okada walking out and winning the main event, or the semi-main event. And now as far as the main event goes, we know the history between these two guys. When Tetsuya Naito won the IWGP Heavyweight Championship for the first time, who was the guy to help him win it? It's the guy he's facing tonight, or facing on Wrestle Kingdom night, that being SANADA. And he's going to be the guy that he's trying to take this title from in his first reign. So the history sells itself. Naito made the New Japan tryouts. SANADA didn't. They went on different paths. Then they linked up. So this is about 18 years in the making right here in this main event. And a lot of people were maybe, especially a lot of Westerners, I see, they're like, oh, well, this shouldn't main event. You should have Bryan and you should have Okada main event. Or Mox or, Ospreay. And I say this, they say that to where I say this. If this was an AEW show, absolutely you could have Bryan and Okada main event. Absolutely you could have Mox, Ospreay, and David Finlay main event. But the caveat here is this is not an AEW show. This is a New Japan Pro Wrestling show. The show is, even though we enjoy the product, the show is for the domestic audience. It just happens to be a big promotion to where it gets out worldwide. So you have to take that into account, and you can't just be like, oh, well, some American or Westerner should be in the main event because you don't like who the two Japanese wrestlers are in the main event. If you don't want to watch the main event, just turn it off. And I think that's probably your problem because it's going to be a hell of a match. But with that being said, you already know who I got winning this, man. Without any further ado, I got Tetsuya Naito finally being able to get that roll call off in the Tokyo Dome without any hitch, any interruption, anybody jumping him. And I think it's ultimately going to be a hell of a show. I'm ready for it. I'm hyped for it, guys. Let me know what y'all think about it, man. Wrestle Kingdom is less than 2 days away. I'm so excited. Wrestle Kingdom 18 right around the corner, man. Thank you for checking out this preview and predictions show. You know it's your boy Blunt Naito. Super Shiyaku out here. Man, I'm just ready, man. Puroresu Fly God. SOS Wrestle Talk, bro. Wrestle Kingdom 18. Let's go. Holla at me. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. Peace.